it's Kayla, and welcome back to Love Tangle, Naoki versus Carlo. Last episode we passed out and Carlo took care of us, and this episode is supposed to be more about Naoki, so I hope you're ready. Alright, Naoki and Kayla, take care. Joy finishes up her breakfast and heads out of the cafe. Joy sure is energetic in the mornings. Well, it's best to be energetic in the mornings, don't you think? Not so much. Naoki whispers, it looks like he's not good with mornings. He's always so quiet, so I didn't notice, but it looks like he's worse than Carlo with mornings. Well, you should make sure to get a lot of high-quality sleep. That'll have you wake up really well in the morning. High-quality sleep, huh? I'll look into it. Naoki, are you going somewhere today? Yeah, I'm gonna take a look at some new brushes today. That sounds wonderful. Well, is it on the way to the Institute? We could leave together. With that, we finish breakfast and head out of the cafe together. What great weather today. I say this with a big stretch. Sure is. That's when I notice Naoki staring at me. What? Is there something on my face? No, I just thought you looked a lot healthier. Huh? Well, I'm glad. Looks like that medicine worked well. Naoki, it's so nice to have someone worry about me this much. I'm all over that, feeling a warmth distinctly different from that you'd feel from your parents. So, do you already know what new brush you'll buy? I'm thinking of deciding once I see for myself. You don't really know a brush until you touch it. Oh, well, I hope you find a nice brush. If you pick up a brush you really like, you can do good work. Well, I'd love to see what you write with it. Sure. Well, this is where I head off. See ya. With that, Naoki heads off in the other direction. When I get to the lab, my coworkers swarm around me. I heard one of the Kaleido leopards scratched you. Are you feeling up to coming to work this week, Kayla? You really shouldn't push yourself. Your health's your best asset. Don't worry, I'm all right. Thank you for worrying about me. Then everyone's eyes move to someone behind me. Michelle, you're back? Timo, sorry for taking time off right after my first day. I quickly turn around to Timo behind me and frantically lower my head. Well, you were scratched by a leopard. It's completely understandable. But more importantly, are you really ready to be out here? Yeah, I don't have a fever anymore and I feel a lot better. Glad to hear it. Carlo kept me informed about your health every day. He did tell me your fever had gone down, but... Carlo? I hadn't expected you'd be back so soon. Still, if you're feeling better, then I won't pull any punches. Come with me. I need to brief you on the Kaleido leopards. Yes, sir! I energetically reply and hurry after him to the leopard area. Timo speaks to me as he looks at the Kaleido leopards through the glass of their pen. They're a little far off, but you can see the cubs from here. Forgive me for what happened last time you were here. I hadn't warned you enough. Even though it was all too possible they would have done that. I'm sorry. Timo comes right out and apologizes. Thank you, Timo, but really, I was getting ahead of myself way too much. I'll be more cautious from now on. I can't let that happen again in the future. I'd better follow Timo's instructions as close as I can. I resolve to listen to Timo while taking vigorous notes. Ooh, the sunset's so pretty. I think they made it clear last time, but these cubs are in emotional tatters thanks to the neglect of their parents. Leopards are generally delicate creatures, but the cubs are far more sensitive than usual. That's the first thing you need to understand. Alright, that's where you need to start closing the distance between you and them. For me too, it took some time before they let me touch them. So you don't need to get ahead of yourself, Michelle. Just take care of them and build their trust from there. Alright, I'll do that. Next, the cubs have very sensitive noses, so don't wear any strong perfume. Next, that's right, when you're tending to them, make sure to speak as gentle as you can. Try to speak to them as much as you can, no matter how small the matter is. They'll probably get defensive and growl at you at first, but just accept that comes with the territory and keep at it. Got it! If you interact with them honestly, show them you mean no harm and win their trust, they'll open up to you. Trust me, you'll love it when they do that. Timo says this with a soft smile. I wonder if that's something Timo went through too. Speaking from experience, huh? Seeing him open up warms my heart. Just ask me if there's anything you need help with, alright? Thanks, I will. I deeply and gratefully bow my head to Timo. By the way, yes, I am 100% aware that Timo and Paul's main story is now out. But since we just started Naoki's, I have to wait until we finish it to start another main story because it only lets you do one at a time, so I will be playing his, rest assured. On the way back home, I decide to go shopping to commemorate my new life here. I'm finally done. Winning over the Kaleido leopard cubs doesn't seem like it'll be easy. They didn't eat while I was around, but those little guys sure were cute. Once they know I'm gone, the cubs timidly sniff at their food and start eating. But I've still got a long road ahead of me, just like Timo said, and right when I resolve to do my best out there. Kayla? Hearing my name all of a sudden, I turn around. Oh, hey, Joy. Fancy running into you here. Are you shopping too? Nope, I'm going to an event at a hotel. Joy puts her hand to her chin and seems to fall into thought for a moment. Joy? You know, running into you here has to be a sign. How about you come with me to the event? You're not in a hurry, are you? If you are, that's okay, but... Well, I haven't come to shop for anything in particular. But what event at a hotel? Can I really come with you? Well, you'll find out when we get there. And don't worry, everyone from Lilac Court's there. Wait, Joy? Don't worry, really. Come on, you'll love it, Kayla. Joy pulls me by the arm with a big grin. Just what is this event anyways? Can I really go with her? Still holding on to my doubts, I head off to the hotel at Joy's urging. Wow, there's so many people. There are a few scary-looking men in black clothes around as well. Security guards, I guess? Kayla, over here. Joy, where'd you... I notice Joy is quite far up ahead. Wait, Joy, Eep. That's when I bump into someone turning around. Whoops. Sorry. The man in the black clothes I bumped into is looking at me. He's really scary. I'm really sorry. I bow my head. Oh, what am I gonna do? Joy's gone too. Then, right when I get worried, a warm hand appears on my shoulder. I look up to see Carlo, his eyes squarely on the man in black. Do you have business with my partner here? Carlo! Kayla, are you alright? Yeah, Carlo. I'm the one who bumped into him. Hey, this is a friend of the Master's. Another man in black warns the man I bumped into. Then he looks at Carlo and... Huh? Who are these people? And who's this Master person? Oh, understood. With that, the two men in black give Carlo a slight nod and leave. Thanks, Carlo. I ran into Joy. She told me she'd lost you, so... Oh, Joy, over here. Carlos, being as tall as he is, finds Joy and brings us back together. Oh, Kayla, sorry for walking off on you. Thank you for finding her, Carlo. Kayla, I think you'll really like this event too. Wait, what's this all about? Well, you're about to find out. Trust me, it's gonna be awesome. Let's go up ahead. You're gonna want to see it up close. Huh, Joy? Joy pulls my hand and takes me towards the stage. Let's hurry on ahead. It's about to start. I wonder what it is. Huh, Kayla? You're here too? Today's event is one worth seeing. I popped in to see the event myself. Really wanted to see it. Oh, everyone's looking forward to it. But what's this event? Hey, just what is today's event anyway? I asked Carlo next to me. You came without knowing? Naoki's about to show off his calligraphy. What? He is? Wow, I can't believe I get to see him right in an event hall this big. Sorry for keeping it a secret. I just figured the surprise would make it all the more fun. Yeah, you're right. I'm really excited right now. Now, Naoki's artwork is really great, but just seeing him write is art in itself. That's why events like this are held from time to time, but it's not like everyone gets to see this. Only people Naoki knows get to come here. It's a special event, you could say. Oh, wow. There sure are a lot of people, though. I heard from Josh that you left the cafe this morning with Naoki, so... I totally thought he'd invited you, but when I ran into him earlier, he said he hadn't. But when I think about Naoki's personality, I guess it makes sense. I should have invited you. So I'm really glad Joy ended up bringing you along. I really wanted you to see the show too, since it'll let you see just how awesome Naoki is. Yeah, I'm really glad Joy invited me too. I've seen his scrolls before. They're wonderful. Then it's all the better that you came here. Wow, Carlo's beside himself that I got to come. Well, keep your eyes on Naoki, okay? Of course. It's starting. I hold my breath and look at the stage. Okay, ready for the show. Go. There's a large sheet on the stage with paper placed on it. The stage itself is shown on a massive monitor. People cheer on as Naoki appears there, garbed in a kimono. Wow. I can tell that Naoki's expression is far more serious than normal. So Naoki's about to write. He looks so cute in his kimono. An air of tension descends upon the hall. Wow, Naoki's tension is spreading through the entire room. I watch Naoki holding my breath. Naoki barely speaks, but I can really feel his passion through his scrolls. I remember that work of his that stole my heart a few days ago, and I really wanted to see them again too. And now I get to see them at this very moment that he makes one. My heart thumps as I focus on Naoki on the stage. Naoki, just what kind of scroll will you create today? I can hear Naoki slowly inhaling and exhaling on the stage. He's focusing his mind. Naoki takes a deep breath. I match his deep breath with one of my own and watch as he stares right at the blank paper. Phew. Then he exhales. Everyone's quietly got their eyes glued on him. Silence covers the hall. For a moment, Naoki closes his eyes, and I can't help but stop breathing at the tension in the air. He's about to begin. Then, in the next moment, he opens his eyes. Ha! With a low grunt, he brings his brush to the paper, signaling the start of the event. He slides the brush along the paper with a lively vigor. The sheer passion emanating from him overwhelms me. Amazing! That's all I can say. This has to be what it means to be moved. I feel absorbed by his scroll and creation, forgetting even to blink. Wow, Naoki's just so passionate when he's writing. The moment I think that, Naoki's brush stops. Oh, that's a huge brush. For a moment, I feel as if his eyes turn to me. Huh? Did Naoki just look at me? Then his eyes soften as he smiles gently. I can feel my chest roar in that instant. Did he find me in this huge crowd? I can't believe it. Oh, you can do it, Naoki. I nod, responding to Naoki's smile. I'm right here, Naoki. I'm watching you. Once again, Naoki makes an arc with his brush. He's moving his brush again. I can't really read Kyo characters, but it looks really cool. Excited, I fix my eyes on Naoki and follow his every move. Then Naoki lays down his brush. And right when he does, the hall fills with applause. Amazing! That's Naoki Hozumi for you. Bravo, Naoki! Your scrolls are the best! Naoki's amazing! Yeah, that was beautiful! Yeah, today's scroll was great, as usual. Well, this is Naoki we're talking about. I didn't expect a drop in quality. Hearing Carlo whisper that with a huge smile, I find myself grinning too. Oh, Carlo, you make it sound like you're Naoki's dad. Like his dad? Come on, we're only 3 years apart. 3 years? Carlo, how old are you? And here I thought Carlo was like 30. Is he actually really young? I'm 32, and Naoki and I are about 3 years apart, so he's 29. Wait, what? Naoki's older than me? The fact catches me completely off guard. Kayla, is learning Naoki's age really that surprising? Yeah, but I'm glad I know now. I'd probably have been accidentally rude to him if I didn't know. Well, you probably shouldn't tell him you were surprised. The guy will be really shocked. Well, Asians look pretty young, so I can understand Kayla thinking him younger than he really is. I thought that at first too. Joy says this with a shrug of her shoulders. Thanks, you two. I nod, thanking them for their kindness. Well, the event's just about over. Let's head over to the lobby. Naoki thinks it was the best choice. At Carlo's urging, we head to the lobby. Looks like the scroll he wrote up is going to be on display here. When we get out of the lobby, however, there's already a crowd in front of said scroll. Wow, there's a lot of people here. We won't get to see it like this. I bet everyone wants to see it up close. Well, if you want to take your time looking at it, you can come back later. That's what I'm gonna do. Good idea. Want to come back later, Joy? That's probably our best bet. Looking at her disappointment, Carlo chuckles. So, what are your plans after this? Naoki and I are gonna have dinner at my restaurant. Do you want to come? Carlo suggests we eat at his restaurant at the back of the lobby floor. Hey, that sounds nice. Huh? Is that alright? You weren't gonna have dinner alone with Naoki? Well, we should all celebrate together, right? With that, we head towards Carlo's, which is very nearby. Thanks. Carlo, I'm so hungry. Oh, Joy. Right. Look forward to a killer dinner on me. The store's closed to everyone but us today. Come on in. Carlo beckons us and we head back to his restaurant. When Joy heads into the restaurant first, Carlo whispers into my ear, I'm glad you came. I look up at him, trying to catch the meaning of his words. Carlo, what do you mean? So that's the end of the chapter. Look forward to the next one. That was kind of a cliffhanger at the end, with a resolution I could not care less about. But that aside, Kayla, sorry about this morning. I didn't expect Naoki would back you up like that. Though it's true that I thought you had to be pretty clumsy if you actually got scratched by a leopard like that. Hey, no need to get so mad. And changing the topic, looks like you enjoyed Naoki's event. Hey Kayla, Naoki's performance was great, wasn't it? Hey, what hole did you crawl out of? Come on, Nolan, Kayla just got here. You're not gonna have a nice conversation with a frown like that. So that's why I'm taking the stage. Kayla, tell him he's a pain. A pain? Me? Then let me ask you, do you know what happens in the 3rd chapter coming up next? You see, Kayla, I've got all the information down. Just listen to me. Now hear me out. In the 3rd chapter, the 3 of you will end up satisfied just being around each other. Whenever will love blossom between any of you? Well, that doesn't really seem likely. Then there's no point, right? If you ask me, Carlo and Naoki are being ridiculous. Now if it were me, you'd steal Kayla away? No one's saying that. What you need to do, though, is look out for Carlo. Yeah, I agree. Since rumor has it he's the biggest ladies' man in Kaleido. Well, you 3 get along now. Naoki and Carlo, Main Story Chapter 3. A few moments after stepping into the restaurant with Joy, Naoki appears wearing his regular clothing, and when Carlo pours us all glasses of champagne, a toast to the wonderful show we've all seen. Cheers! The 3 of us all excited. Thanks, everyone. Along with a quiet Naoki being our after party. I'm glad you got to come, Kayla. Naoki smiles sitting next to me. It was such a wonderful performance. I'm glad I got to come too. We kind of ended up having a party with everyone here, but it's nice sometimes for it not to be just 2 men, yeah? Yeah. Huh? Is it always just Carlo and Naoki after these things? Kayla, you felt sorry for the 2 of us hanging out alone just now, didn't you? No, I didn't. Well, maybe a little, but... I sure did. Joy just comes out and says it. Joy, you really are the type to think that. Naoki, something tells me you didn't mean that in the best of ways. Naoki seems to be kind of in a good mood today. Enough, both of you. Seeing as we've got the whole restaurant to ourselves, it's best to have a little sunshine, yeah? Right, Kayla? Carlo looks over at me and winks. Sunshine? Carlo can just come out and say things like that, huh? I feel a little bit embarrassed. Alright, well, you guys stay here and enjoy the wine and appetizers for a while. I'll get started on the food I've got in the back. Just for today, I managed to get my hands on some really nice organic vegetables. I wonder if Carlo really gets into healthy ingredients. Leaving us with a smile, Carlo heads into the kitchen. Oh my! A wide window opens up from the front door of the kitchen, allowing us to see Carlo at work. What's that, Kayla? Missing Carlo already? Huh? No, it's not that. Though I blink in surprise for a moment, my attention once again shifts to Carlo in the kitchen. Joy, you're just gonna make me notice Carlo more. Yay, past the checkpoint. He slips on a long white apron and gets to work. Even when he puts on his apron, he looks like he knows he's being watched. It's probably due to that window, or maybe because he's been on TV before. I can't help but be impressed by his sleekness, by how composed he is. Kayla, can't get your eyes off of Carlo? I really can't. People who are on TV, they're just different. I mean, he just put on an apron, but it seems so deliberate, don't you think? And that isn't all. The way he moves around in the kitchen is something to see. It's like he's dancing. He just moves so smoothly. It's like we're watching a show. Yeah, Naoki really does look cool when he's writing a scroll, but Carlo looks really cool while he's cooking too. He's handsome, obviously, and that's how he cooks on TV, you know? There's no way he wouldn't be popular, and the rumors say Carlo will make a princess out of a girl. A princess? Come on. I can't help but chuckle at Joy's unexpected statement. Well, it's that he's so used to dealing with women that he'll make you feel like a princess is what I'm trying to say. Which is why there's so many women around him who get the wrong idea. Wait, Naoki makes me remember when I had collapsed a few days ago. When I was sleeping in his bed, didn't a woman call him? Wasn't she trying to ask him out? You know, I can see that. My, Kayla, has Carlo cast his spell on you too? Naoki, if you don't do something, Carlo's gonna steal Kayla away. I don't have such shameful feelings towards Kayla, I'm afraid. And besides, Carlo's a good man. He'd make a fine choice if Kayla picked him. You guys, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm just saying that Carlo's a really great guy, so I can understand why he's popular with women. You guys seem to be having fun. What are you talking about? Come on, let me in on the fun too. Carlo comes back to the kitchen, our meal in his hands. He lays it out plate by plate onto the table. Oh, whatever are you talking about? What you're going to tell me once we start into these delicious vegetable dishes. Then, with Carlo in his seat, we let the after party officially begin. A few days later. Okay guys, we are going to leave it here for now after we got to see both Naoki and Carlo in their workplaces. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode and look forward to the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye!